All right, everyone, August 29th, 2012. This video is an interview with an informant, a person that has come forward that claims to have spent over 30 years in the mind control program, government-controlled MK Ultra, and he has a great deal of information to share. Now, many of you ask, why are you bringing this information to us? This is a Christian channel. It is, and I cover, as you know, if you follow my channel, a great deal of news articles. And what I do believe pertaining to end-time Bible prophecy in the end days, and there's a lot of evil that lurks in this world today. Now, we've seen a great deal of strange things happening in 2012, beginning with a young film director, Coney 2012, out of nowhere he snaps, and he is found naked, running over the tops of cars, masturbating in public, and banging his head on the concrete, on the cement sidewalk. And we've had these zombie-type attacks where these people have superhuman strength, and they remove all their clothes, and they are eating away at the face of their victims. Now, bath salts was the blame in the beginning, but then one case after the other, there were no drugs found in their system. We had the Batman shooter, the Dark Knight Rising, when this man walks into a crowded theater and opens fire in full police SWAT gear, bulletproof vest, the shin guards, the gas mask, heavily armed. Eyewitnesses claim there were more than one shooter in that theater. Then we had the Sikh temple shooting. Again, eyewitnesses claim that there was more than one shooter. What would cause a person to, out of nowhere, being perfectly normal one moment, and then just simply snapping? We're going to talk about mind control for a moment, multiple personality disorder, hypnotism, subliminal messages, and how real this MK Ultra program is. And I have a person, we're going to call him Mike, and I'm going to play the audio portion of the video that will not, for whatever reason, I've uploaded it numerous times to YouTube. But when it gets to the part where he's talking about the World Trade Center and going back to 1986, 1988, and how this was planned that far in advance, when he gets into the details, the sound is gone, is missing from the video. It doesn't matter how many times I try to upload this. And then later he talks about being in the MK Ultra program, and that is his life. It's been his life for 30 years. He's got a great deal to share. This is just the very first beginning. It's a short audio clip. He spoke to me in great detail about John F. Kennedy and the Kennedy assassination, and Robert F. Kennedy, and a lot of things. I know if you're familiar with Jesse Ventura and his program that he had, Conspiracy Theory, he did a whole entire series on MK Ultra. What this gentleman has to present makes that tame. Believe me. I'm a little leery about bringing this information out, but without further ado, here's a very short audio portion. I can't play you the video because when I upload it to YouTube again, there is no audio. We're going to see what happens here. Here's the audio of that video, of that short interview. And if I decide to pursue this further, he's ready to give a detailed account of everything that he knows. So, let's take a listen. All right, everyone, it is August 28th, 2012. I have a guest with me, and down the line here on my channel, we're going to have an in-depth interview. But right now, will you tell our viewing audience your name?
Mike.
Now, Mike, you served in the military?
Yeah.
Did you want to mention what branch?
U.S. Army Military Police.
And how many years?
1.5.
Now, I just want to touch on, first of all, because you and I have talked ahead of time, and we haven't put an entire interview together yet. This is just the just a sample of what is to come, but 9/11. What do you know about what happened on 9/11? Was that an inside job by our government?
That was pulled off by our government.
And what can you tell me, first-hand information that you may have on that?
In 1986, an Air Force intelligence agent told me that we already had plans to go to war with Iraq. The only thing missing was a good cover story.
Now, that's way back in 1986.
Yeah, this is 1986.
Okay.
And all they were missing was a cover story.
Right.
And everybody in the know knows that every war that the United States has ever been in, we've started ourselves. And each war is needed a cover story. And that's what they need. In 1986, I was told they needed for Iraq. In 1988, I was at the World Trade Center figuring out what to do, and me and a airborne ranger from the U.S. Army, U.S. Rangers, we discussed it in length on what it would take. And we discussed the hijacking of an airplane to run it into the World Trade Centers.
And this is 1988.
Yeah, this is 1988.
So our own government brought the towers down.
Right.
Now, you're not worried about your safety coming on here?
No,
This information?
not at all.
And why would that be? How do you know you're safe?
Who would come after me?
The government.
Which part of the government?
Upper military, CIA?
No, they don't have a problem with it.
Because they probably believe, I think a lot of people aren't going to believe that. They're not going to believe you.
Most of this stuff was, all the evidence was already on the news.
Uh-huh.
There is no evidence that it was ever Osama bin Laden's plan.
Right.
There was nothing to connect it to Iraq whatsoever. And, in fact, they tried to get a story where Iraq had brought in a bunch of yellow cake uranium. Well, the CIA agent came straight out and said that never happened.
Right.
And somebody at the White House outed his wife, told everybody his wife was with the CIA, and they tried to destroy his life.
Right. Now, you and I have talked. I'm just going to make this short because we're going to I'm going to have you back, and you're willing to come back, right, and do a more
Right.
in-depth, longer series on this.
Right.
What do you know about, is MK Ultra, mind control, is that real, or is that
Oh,
just a
it's very
conspiracy
real.
theory? How do you know it's real? Mike.
That's all I've been doing for the last 30 years. It's been my life. It's what I do.
Explain that. It's what you do. It's been your life. Are you part of the MK Ultra?
Yeah.
So your mind has been tampered with by the government?
Depending on the definition, you can say that, yeah.
Okay. Anything you want to expand on in greater detail?
Not right
Regarding
now.
mind control? Timothy McVeigh, what we're seeing these people run around acting crazy, Illuminati,
It's chaos theory, and if you inundate somebody's mind with enough chaos, they're going to go nuts, or they're going to turn into a Timothy McVeigh, or shoot up a Sikh temple or something. The only way to avoid that is to find the Menachem's razor in all that confusion that explains everything. And that is the big picture.
and we're going to explain everything in greater detail coming up. All right. Thanks, Mike.
All right, and there is more to come if I decide to pursue this further. I did question him. I met with him yesterday regarding, you've been in the mind control program, MK Ultra, for 30 years, and it's been your life, as he mentioned in the audio portion of this video. I said, you've been in the military only a year and a half. He said, that's part of mind control. Do you believe that? The gentleman has been in the military for all this time, and I truly believe is part of the mind control program. He assures me that the movie that came out, the Manchurian Candidate, is not just a movie. It's not just a conspiracy theory. This really takes place, and he is part of the MK Ultra program, and he gets in great detail, like I said, about the Kennedys and a great number of topics, especially Osama bin Laden, and what really took place, and how I don't have television in my home. I refuse to have a television turned on in my home. How we're subjected to, just from watching television, subliminal messages and mind control, form of hypnosis, video games that our young people are playing. A lot of it is government. They're just toying with you, with your mind. They're playing with your mind. If I decide to pursue this further, as I said, if you've seen the Jesse Ventura conspiracy theory on MK Ultra, it's going to make it seem awful tame compared to what I'm about to present. We need to understand evil does exist in this world, and we need to prepare ourselves, and we need to be awake. You need to come out of that sleep that you are in. Leave me comments, everyone. Leave me comments.